Oh, what's this? Huffington Post finally doing a video about men and the problems that we deal with. Wow, has Christmas come late for me? Or early, as it was at the time this video was made. But hey, who cares about that, eh, people? Are we finally getting some recognition for our problems? I certainly hope so. And let's hope that it's not as ridiculous as the ones that the women had. You know, I mean, that'd be horrible. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hello everyone, this is ChampionMan90. Ugh! Damn it, I can't see a thing in this.
Boys don't play with dolls.
Says who? Boys do play with dolls. G.I. Joe, Action Man, He-Man, all sorts. I used to play with dolls. Admittedly, I was more interested in Lego and video games, but I did have some Action Men. And sometimes I did steal my sister's Barbies to use as part of a massive, like, war thing or action movie adventure. Boys do play with dolls. It's just simple Mickey take. It's banter, boy. Can't you handle it? It's just a joke. We know that we play with dolls, but we just call them action figures so that we'll buy them, or rather, let our parents buy them. You know, it's just marketing strategy, that's all. Boys do play with dolls. And that's not a seriously horrible thing that affects everyone, because clearly it said boys. Nobody says girls don't play with dolls, do they?
Pink is a girl's color.
See, only people your age who are dumb would say that. And it's not a problem, it doesn't affect anyone. It's not something that is sexist. To be honest, it's kind of true at the moment. At the moment, pink is a girl's colour. Before, hundreds of years ago, it used to be a man's colour or a boy's colour. Now it's a girl's colour. It's just a fashion thing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not affecting anyone. Boys can still wear pink.
Boys don't cry.
Boys do cry. They do. But we tell boys this so that they learn to control their emotions and can, you know, become better persons as a result, so that they don't get overwhelmed by things. Because, hey, nobody wants to have an over-emotional person at a job or as one of your friends, because it's hard to deal with, isn't it? But never mind, apparently this affects everyone. See, girls have never said that girls don't cry, so I fail to see how this affects everyone.
Wow, you're so strong.
How is that a bad thing, Huffington Post? How is that a bad thing? That's a compliment! Again, wow, you're strong is apparently harmful to guys and everybody else. Even though I've never heard this affect anyone in any way negatively. They get quite happy about this. But never mind.
You got hit by a girl?
Now, this actually does affect guys later in life, but not when you're a kid. It's just, again, just banter. Deal with it. Who cares if you got hit by a girl and you're a kid? On the other hand, if you're getting bullied by one, that's a completely different story. I guess Huffington Post are kind of right on this one, but it affects adults more than it affects children, because men can't be abused by women. Women are the victims. Men are the oppressors. That's how it works, right? Again, how does this affect everyone, Huffington Post? How does this affect everyone? This is about guys, right? Yeah, apparently this affects women too. Nobody ever tells a woman, oh, you got hit by a girl. Nobody ever says that.
You throw like a girl.
Again, just harmless banter that affects no one later in life. If you throw like a girl, practice throwing and get better at it. Again, this is just things that kids say to other kids. It's not a big deal. I mean, what the fuck? How does this affect everyone? It's only ever said to guys.
What are you, gay?
Again, they're just idiots trying to take the piss out of you. And besides, in this day and age, I don't think anybody's going to be saying that to you. I mean, with all the whole stuff about equality and all that, and the fact it's a lot more acceptable to be gay now. Anyone who's saying that is just an arsehole. I mean, they were an arsehole back in the day when I was growing up, but come on, really? You're letting that affect you? Nobody gets affected by that. You know who you are. You're proud of who you are. That's all you need to know. It's just stupid people being arseholes, alright? That doesn't affect everyone. I've never heard a girl ever being told that. So I don't know how that affects everyone.
Don't be such a pussy.
Again, perfectly reasonable. Blunt, maybe, but it's good advice. Don't let people walk all over you. Like you're letting Huffington Post feminists walk all over you. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's why they're saying that. They want us to be walked over, isn't it? Ah, I see what you did there, Huffington Post.
You don't watch football?
Hey, look, some people are surprised that someone doesn't watch sports. I'm surprised if anyone doesn't watch a particular sport that I thought they may be interested in. It's just a human curiosity thing, nothing more. And again, how does this affect everyone? Because usually guys are really happy that girls watch sports. Usually the thing is, you watch sports with girls? So I don't understand how this affects everyone. But never mind.
You're such a mama's boy.
That's not an issue, it's just a silly banter thing as usual, and again, I'm struggling to work out how this affects women, because women can't be mama's boys, can they?
You're so scrawny.
I don't even know who says that. I've never been told that, and I'm a scrawny guy.
He can't even grow a beard.
Oh, that's so heart-wrenching. Again, I don't know how this, affects women, because it did say in the subtitle, affects everyone. None of this affects women, because women don't grow beards, but never mind. Maybe you can't grow a beard, so what? You don't need a beard. Beards only very recently have been getting back in fashion, and they're not a requirement. I don't think they've ever particularly been a requirement in the last 100-odd years or so. Jesus Christ, this is petty.
Are you more of an ass man or a boob man?
It's only asking what you find attractive on a woman. I don't know how bad that is. Oh wait, yeah, feminists, yeah. This is obviously a bad thing because it's so sexist and objectifying, even though it's actually subjectifying, but never mind. There's nothing wrong with that question. I've been asked it. I have explained this question. It's a perfectly fine question. And again, don't know how this affects everyone, considering only men get asked that question.
Dude, you're still a virgin?
No, I've had that, of course. Loads of guys have had it. Hell, even little kids get it when they're like 12 or 13. It gets really annoying, yes. But don't worry, a lot of guys will end up losing their virginity eventually. All you need is confidence. Women don't get this because they can just go out and get it anytime they want. They can just wait and the guy will eventually come. And if they like this guy, they will have sex with him. But who cares? Yeah, some people are overly annoying and nasty when it comes to shit like this. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Once you've had sex, it's just kind of like, you know what? None of that was a big deal. Why did I even worry about that kind of stuff? But this is the stuff that only a beta male would worry about. Even when he's like, 30? Which you look about. I'm just saying.
Nice guys finish last.
Well, they do. Tough shit, guys. You better get more confident and a bit more direct. Sadly, that is the case. You finished last. But don't worry, because now the tide is turning. You can just go MGTOW, and that'll teach the girls a lesson. Because once they're 30 and you've got a lot of money, you're really confident, you've grown up a little bit, I'd argue. You don't need them as much as you thought you did. You'll be A-okay. Now, I'm not a MGTOW, but I understand their thing about all that. I understand the logic. You will get the last laugh because they are these other people, these women, or I don't know, gay guys maybe. I don't know. Who cares? They will be wondering why they're single and like 39, and you're just like, well, you shouldn't have looked down on me then, should you? See? A lot of these things have silver linings.
Hit it and quit it.
Nothing wrong with a one-night stand as long as you don't get a disease and everyone's okay with it and it's not embarrassing and awkward and maybe causes the breakup of a relationship because you just realise that you've cheated on someone. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with saying hit it and quit it. I'm sure a lot of girls are saying that too, but it doesn't affect anyone. Most of this shit doesn't affect anyone. It's just feminists and their beta male allies trying to control the way we speak. And it's just bullshit.
Boys will be boys.
So you're a lad in your 20s or your 30s. That's not meant for you. That's meant for boys. You know, boys. 1 to, I don't know, 16, 15. That's meant for them because boys will be boys. Boys are immature. Boys are silly. Boys do these things that boys do because they're immature and they're growing up. That's what that means. It's not directed at you. You're meant to be an adult and you're meant to be responsible. Okay? That's not meant for you. And it's not sexist, and it doesn't excuse people's behaviours. It's just a way to describe things. It's an idiom, really, but it doesn't mean anything. But feminists will put anything onto this thing to make it sound horrible, when it's not. It's just a bloody saying that explains things, simply.
It's a pretty colourful cocktail you've got there.
Wait, what? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Do you mean you have an actual cocktail that you're drinking? I don't get it. What does that mean? What does this mean? I have no idea what this means. Chat, please, tell me, what does this mean?
You're so sensitive for a guy.
See, women always say that to men because they have it in their heads that men are cold, emotionless beings, when in fact most of us are not cold, emotionless beings. We just don't flaunt our emotions and let them cloud us as much as they do. And so what if you're sensitive? You should tell them to go fuck off, because so what if I'm sensitive? So what? What does that mean? What's that got to do with you and me? So just ignore it. That's not a problem. None of these things are issues.
Dude, are you on your period?
Hang on a sec, isn't that something that only women get? Again, it's just a saying. It's just a saying. It's a saying that's basically, why are you so grumpy? That's all it means. So what? If it's mainly directed at women and can be said to men, wait, holy shit, again! My first point, you're being hypocrites!
Between you and your boyfriend, who's the man?
As a straight guy, I can't answer that. I've never had that told to me. I don't have boyfriends, I only have girlfriends. And I don't think that's something that even they get. I have no idea.
Sorry, I don't date short guys.
Well then you met a bitch. Go find a girl that will date a short guy.
Whoa, you slept with her?
Dude, your mate's looking after you, okay? He's looking after you. You slept with someone that isn't very nice or may have a bad reputation or has something else that maybe you ought to know about, but apparently that's a bad thing that affects men, when it could be strong, useful advice by your best mate. Just saying.
Don't sleep with a virgin, they get clingy.
Said nobody ever. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it's an American thing or not, but I've never heard this myth that virgins are clingy. I've never got that. Never got that.
You can't make a hoe a housewife.
I've never heard that either. Some hoes do become housewives. They get older, they mature, they have kids, and they're like, okay, well, I guess I need to grow up. My lifestyle needs to change, because now I've got kids and responsibilities. I don't know where that's come from, Huffington Post.
You're gonna let that guy talk to your girlfriend?
Who says that, anyway? Nobody says anything like that. I've never met anyone who's told me when I have a girlfriend, you're gonna let that guy talk to your girlfriend? What are you talking about? They're just chatting, nothing's gonna happen. Unless they're bastards, and they're horrible people who will cheat on me, then it's a different thing. But I don't judge people like that. Only a idiot, only a horrible person would judge people like that. But of course, this is what feminists think men are like and what our experiences are like. But of course, it's nothing like this at all, considering a lot of this bullshit doesn't affect most men.
Now you gotta fight him.
Well, maybe, if they've done something unspeakably horrible, yeah, maybe you do have to fight them. There comes a time when a person has to fight. They have to. You have to take a stand. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh wait, toxic masculinity. Violent, aggressive males. Yeah, that's what manhood is in the modern age, yeah. That's what the feminists think.
Don't be a little bitch.
Oh, in the other one, you said that about women, that only women get, but now you're using it in this one? HuffPost, you hypocrites. Can you at least be a little bit consistent? But yeah, to answer the question anyway, don't be a bitch. Don't be a little bitch. Seriously, good advice.
Stop being such a fag.
That word can mean many different things to many different people. In Chan culture, it simply means stop being an idiot. In real society, I guess, although it depends where you are, it could mean stop being gay, which is stupid because you can't stop being gay anyway. But never mind, never mind. Most men don't get that. Most men don't get that, but never mind.
Man up.
It's a cliche, but sometimes you really do have to man up and just, take responsibility. Be strong. That's what it means. It just means be strong, Don't take shit. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let this problem get you down. You have to. Sometimes manning up can mean taking help, stop being such an idiot. Man up and, get some help. Let us help you. That's also what people say, but that's not what the feminists want you to realise, people.
Gonna see Adele in concert?
If you're like in your 30s or 40s and you're still judging someone on their music taste, they're idiots. Look, Adele is a bit shit, and maybe that's what they're referring to. It's not that you're a man, it's because she's a bit shit. I don't get it. This is stupid. This doesn't even make sense.
You cry during movies?
Said no one ever.
You're gonna let her talk to you like that?
Well, if she's treating you like shit, yeah, why are you letting someone like that talk to you? Have some self-respect and fight for yourself. Stick up for yourself. Jesus Christ. This is what feminists want, isn't it? All these things that are meant to help build character and to help someone become stronger as an individual is something that the feminists don't want, because they want us to be all placid and idiotic and weak like these manginas. That's what they want us to be. This is why all these things are bad. All these things that help you become a man, you know? Not the aggressiveness, the anger, because none of these things make you angry. These things make you a better person, I'd argue. They don't want that. They don't want that because it's a danger.
She has you whipped.
Yeah, Lieutenant Sarge, she's got you whipped. But in all seriousness, most of that is for banter anyway. But then you get people like Jim Sterling and the aforementioned, who are legitimately whipped and are just white knighting, or have literally changed their entire philosophy because the woman said so.
You're the nurse? I thought you were the doctor.
Never heard anybody say that, but in stupid comedy films. Next.
Have you ever done a day of real work in your life?
Judging by the look of you, I doubt you have done a day's work in your life, you fat hipster. That is a legitimate question to someone like you lot, you SJWs, who always constantly complain about shit like, oh, I'm being oppressed, oh, these people aren't getting jobs. Like, have you actually worked? Have you ever been in the job market? Have you ever tried to find a job? Because none of you ever talk about like you actually know what it is to work. You don't. So, I have no problem with that. No problem at all.
Your wife's not taking your last name?
It's just a curious question. That's all. It's not sexist.
Do you mind that she makes more money than you?
I don't think anyone's ever asked that question.
Isn't that emasculating?
Depends what's being emasculating, isn't it? I don't think I'd ever like to be emasculated. Emasculating is not a very good thing to do to a man. And neither is being emasculated a nice thing to feel as a man. I don't want to feel like that. Just like how a woman wants to feel nice and feminine and not unfeminine. I don't see why we can't feel the same way, but in our maleness, if you know what I mean. Stupid. But oh wait, because we're men, and because masculinity is horrible and sinful to these feminist dogmatics, we now have to be more like women, because apparently that's going to save us, that's going to save the world, that'll smash patriarchy. Oh, incredible, isn't it, people?
So, you're just a stay-at-home dad?
Sounds more like a question than something that's mocking you.
You gonna let your son take dance class?
I've never heard anybody say that either. What the fuck? What is this? This is just ridiculous.
All men cheat. They're programmed that way.
Now that is legitimately sexist towards men, and women need to be called out for that. Because men wouldn't say that about men. Why the hell would a man say that, oh, we cheat, it's just the way we are? No. People cheat. People cheat. Only women will say bullshit like that. Only women would generalise about men that way. And I've seen it over and over again on Facebook by too many people that I know who happen to be women. Oh, I got groped by a man once. Oh, why do men feel they're so entitled to my body? Why do all men think this way? Even gay men, you ask. Shut up, you hurt my feelings. Stuff like that, okay? Do you get it, people? You need to be called out on this bullshit. And shit like this is another example of it, and it really pisses me off. But isn't it funny that it's Huffington Post of all publications and YouTube channels that are doing this, that are calling this out? It's a bit weird, isn't it? I thought this was meant to be anti-masculinity and more in favour of beta males and shit. Thankfully, they've got one thing that I can kind of agree with.
Nice car. Overcompensating for something?
Now, I've heard some guys do this. But either way, it's just, again, banter. It's nothing. They don't literally mean it. They're not trying to hurt you or anything. It's just a joke.
You better keep that daughter of yours locked up.
It's just a compliment. They're saying your daughter's a lovely looking girl. That's all they're saying.
You do the cooking?
Who's asking these questions? Seriously, some of the best cooks in the world are male. And nobody ever doubts them. Nobody doubts their masculinity. So again, who are asking these questions? I find it hard to believe a rational person would say this.
I see who wears the pants in your marriage.
I'm not married, I'm never going to be married, I have no idea what this means. I assume it's just a joke, as usual, and it doesn't mean anything and it doesn't harm anyone.
Can you even get it up?
Again, I assume it's a joke question, or it could be a legitimate question, I don't know. As men get older, especially at your age, it is difficult to get it up. It's just a natural thing that happens to guys.
He was from a time when men were men.
And you know what's sad about that? Ironically, it is true. Men really were men back then. Sure, there were different culture attitudes at the time, but hey, let's just go back 20 years ago. In the 1990s, men were men. You know, there was things that we don't consider to be as bad as they are now. At least what they... in the stupid universities and the feminists and the mainstream media think is nasty and wrong about men. Nobody thought about that as a bad thing. It was something that was good about men. You know the nice traits about men, the drive, the boisterousness, etc., etc. I could go on. I can't really explain it, but those things were considered good. And This is just a classic example of feminist propaganda. All these things that are said to men, but are also said to everyone, or affect everyone. This is what feminists think about men. This is what they think about male problems. They think that men's problems affect everyone. But it doesn't. It doesn't affect everyone, it only affects men. They're called men's issues, men's problems. But this is just to say that, oh look, we're dealing with their problems, but they're not. Because they're not doing anything constructive here, it's just bullshit things that are said to loads of people that build your character in your life. And the one thing that is actually said that is sexist towards men, the whole men are cheaters and that's what they're like, that's the one thing they had that was correct. That is sexist and that is said to men occasionally, or said about men by women. It's just annoying that this shit happens. And this just shows what they want men to be. They want us to be emasculated beta males who are just walkovers for them. That's what they think masculinity should be. That's what they think is the best version of it, not the normal people like us, you know. I'm not saying I'm an alpha, I'm not. But I'm not a beta either, I'm just a guy, you know. I am a problem. They're not. When really it's the other way around. And it's sad to see that this kind of shit is considered normal and fine. It's just bigoted, really, isn't it? So anyway, until next time, I'll see you all later.